Aloha my friends, Kristina here, and I am so happy to be back in a new video with you today to share with you my blood lab test results as a 17-year fully raw vegan. If this is your first time watching my channel, then I'm so happy to have you here. I hope you're able to learn something new, and I hope you're inspired to, at the very least, incorporate more raw vegan meals into your life. My intention with this video is not to convince or to persuade or to try to get anyone to do anything. It's merely simply just to share and to live as an example to show you what is possible. I've been a fully raw vegan for over 17 years now. That's almost half of my life. And I naturally reversed my type 2 diabetes when I was about 20 years old. This lifestyle has completely changed my life, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, and spiritually as well. And for those of you who are watching this video today, you will notice that this is not my regular content. This is not my regular recipe video or lifestyle video, but something that is unique and different and that I feel is equally as important, because in this video, not only do I get to show you that how I'm living is in alignment with my belief system, but also that it is working for me, that I'm achieving the level of health and wellness that I desire, and that it's sustainable for me, especially long term. There's not a day that goes by where people don't ask me about my overall well-being, especially as a long-term raw vegan. People are always wanting to ask what my vitamin B12 levels are, my D3 levels are. They want to know if I feel good. My simple answer to those questions is I feel amazing. I feel better now at 35 than I did when I was in my mid-20s. I am truly living my most aligned life. So in this video today, I'm going to be sharing with you something that I consider to be very intimate. I'm going to be sharing with you my blood lab test results. I'm going to be sharing with you an extensive panel. We're going to go through it one by one. I'm going to talk about each one of them with you. We're going to be going through a micronutrient panel, a diabetes and heart check panel, a thyroid panel, a female hormone panel, and a kidney check panel. My intention with this video today is merely to show you, to live as an example, that you absolutely can achieve the level of health, overall wellness, longevity, sustainability, anything that you are seeking. You can achieve it through this lifestyle if that is what you are seeking. I also would like to just touch on this point that you can be healthy and have healthy blood lab results whether you are vegan, raw vegan, non-vegan, whatever it is that your lifestyle choice is, you can achieve health. That being said, because I have been a raw vegan for so long, I think people have a natural curiosity about my health. Is she really healthy? What do her lab results look like? And I think today's video will create a lot of clarity for those of you who are looking for this. In addition, I want to just briefly touch on the point that this lifestyle is a choice. Any lifestyle that you choose to pursue or adapt to or to have is a choice. There have been many people who have left veganism because they say that it wasn't serving them, it wasn't healthy for them. I'm hoping that this video can show otherwise. You can still be healthy being a vegan, a raw vegan, even a non-vegan. And I believe that it is a matter of making sure that you're putting enough time and focus into these details, to making sure that you're eating the right amounts of things, the right portions of things, making sure you're getting enough calories, making sure you're supplementing. I'm a firm believer that where there is a will, there's a way, and that you can absolutely not just achieve the results that you want, but that you can feel amazing and you can thrive while doing it. Ever since I reversed my type 2 diabetes, I've only been on this incredible health journey where I feel like my health has just gotten better and better and better over time. I've had plenty of opportunities where I could have gone back to eating cooked foods or animal products or anything of the sort, but I haven't. I've continued to stay on this path because that has been my choice. That's been my lifestyle choice, my ethical choice, and it's what I'm passionate about. and I have found that there are infinite benefits to eating live foods. So for some of you who are new here who might be asking, well, what is a raw vegan anyways? Essentially it means I don't eat meat, dairy, gluten, processed sugars, oils, any type of processed food, nothing in a package. Essentially, I just eat fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds in their most natural state possible. Organic, I grow as much of my own food as I can. I truly do my best to consume what I like to call a Garden of Eden lifestyle. I'm merely here to live as an example and an inspiration, and to show you that this lifestyle is a choice and that you can achieve amazing results, overall well-being, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually on this lifestyle. Woo, that sun is hot today. It is a hot day. I was getting blasted by the sun, so I had to move spots real quick. I'm so happy to share with you that this video is in partnership with Let's Get Checked, a worldwide leading health test care company that puts you in charge of your own health care. I love Let's Get Checked because they allow me to get my own blood test done from the comfort of my own home. I live in Hawaii, as many of you know, and I live on a more remote part of the island that I'm on. So going to get my blood test done is not something that's easy to do. It's actually extremely difficult. Not to mention, I'm really not a fan of going into an office that I am not familiar with, having them prick me with needles and having to go through the whole process. I absolutely love Let's Get Checked because I've been able to get this entire panel done and complete from the comfort of my own home. You don't have to go to a lab to get your blood test done. It's extremely convenient. And you get to choose exactly which test that you want to do for you. For instance, if you go to their website, they have all different types of tests that you can request and that you can choose for you. And as I mentioned for you before, I chose to do a micronutrient test, a kidney, a heart and diabetes, a female hormone, and a thyroid test. So you can actually choose which test you want based upon your needs. Let's Get Checked has a very simple and streamlined process. You order your tests online and their testing kits are delivered to you by mail. Then when you receive it, you open the box and it has its own directions within the box on how you can take your own sample yourself. What's unique about this is that you don't have anyone pricking you with a needle and you don't have a lot of blood being drawn. You simply prick your own finger and you fill up the vials that come in the box with much less blood than you would give if you went to a doctor's office. As soon as your test comes in and as soon as you decide to take your sample, you can activate your test online, let them know that you're sending it back. They have step-by-step directions that come in these boxes to make this as simple and as streamlined as possible for you. Trust me when I say I've always had a problem with needles and blood, and this was easy even for me. I was able to do all of my tests and then simply go on with the rest of my day. Once you take your sample, you simply mail it back in the box or the kit that it came in. Once your sample arrives in the laboratory, confidential results will be posted to your secure online account within the next 2 to 5 days. So you get your results back within 2 to 5 days. A bonus on top of this is Let's Get Checked has their own clinical team that actually calls you to discuss your results with you, to make sure that everything's good, to explain what your results mean. I felt like that was such a nice added touch for your results. So for those of you who don't know what your numbers look like, not only do they tell you if it's in a normal range or not, but they have someone call you to go over your results with you. That's super helpful. I've had a really amazing experience with Let's Get Checked, and they've made it possible for me to share my blood lab results with you today. If you're interested in getting your own blood lab test results done from the comfort of your own home, or if you're interested in Let's Get Checked, they've actually given me a 25% off discount code that you can use for yourself for your own tests. And I'll go ahead and include that discount code on the screen. I believe it's FullyRaw25, and I've included that special link below for you in the description. Please check them out. So if you're looking to get your own blood lab test results done, which I highly recommend for everyone, just so you can see where you're at and how you can improve, I definitely recommend Let's Get Checked. They have made this process so easy and painless for me. Take advantage of their discount code and check out that special link below. So I have my phone here with me right now, not because I'm trying to be rude, but because I actually have my results right here. And in order for me to read my numbers to you, I have to look at them because I don't have them memorized. But I'll also put them on the screen here so you can see them as well. So let's first start with my micronutrient test. The micronutrient test reads your magnesium, copper, zinc, selenium, vitamin D, vitamin B12, vitamin E in alpha tocopherol and gamma tocopherol. So let's go through these one by one. Let's start with vitamin B12. As you can see here, I have a very healthy level of B12 in my body. It's marked as normal and it's at 1186 pg. I am doing great in my B12 levels. Vitamin D, also doing excellent. 68.1 ng, also marked as normal. We've got vitamin E, alpha tocopherol, normal. Vitamin E, gamma tocopherol, marked as normal. Magnesium, 21.67, normal. Copper, 0.94 ug, normal. My selenium is in a great range, marked as normal. The only thing that was marked as high in this category was my zinc. My zinc was at 184 ug, which actually to some doctors would consider this a normal range. It does need to be taken into consideration, right? What might be considered high or normal here to certain doctors and how that might change. But I can probably tell you that my zinc levels are high because I've been eating a lot of garlic and kale and dark leafy greens and avocados lately. So I don't know if that means I should tone down my garlic, kale, and avocados, or if I'm great, I feel great. So my zinc levels were a little high, but nothing to be concerned about. Next up, let's discuss my diabetes and heart check test. Now within this test, they test your cholesterol, total triglycerides, HDL, LDL, high density HDL, and your HbA1c. As many of you know, I used to be a type 2 diabetic, so my previous tests in this category were usually terrible. So let's see how we're doing today. Let's start with my cholesterol. My cholesterol is in a very healthy normal range, 165 mg. Total triglycerides, 42 mg, also marked as normal. LDL, low density lipoprotein, normal, great. My HDL, or my high density lipoprotein, is actually a little high. It's 69 mg, but some doctors, according to Dr. Garth Davis, would argue that this is actually great and that this number is still within a very healthy normal range. So your HDL is actually the amount of good cholesterol in your body, and I have a high amount of good cholesterol in my body. My high density lipoprotein, or HDL, of total cholesterol is 41.7 in a normal range. And the final kicker here is my HbA1c, and it's at 5.06, which is perfectly healthy normal range. I am very happy with these results. Next up, let's go through my kidney check test. In the kidney check test, they test your urea, your estimated glomerular filtration rate, your EGFR, and also your creatinine. I always say that wrong. Creatinine, forgive me, I try. My urea is at a perfectly normal range at 11 mg. My EGFR, also at a fantastic range, 87. And my creatinine is at 0.89, which is a very healthy normal range. Kidney, check. Next up, let's go through my female hormone test. For my ladies out there who are wondering what your hormone levels look like, this is a great test. So with the female hormone test and Let's Get Checked, they include 4 main biomarkers. But what's cool about this is that if one of these biomarkers is off, it kind of leads you, or it can guide you to where to get more specific blood work done, right? So they give you basic biomarkers to just let you know if your hormones are in a normal range or not. And so in the female hormone test, they have a follicle stimulating hormone, a luteinizing hormone, estradiol, I hope I said that right, and prolactin. So as you can see here, I'll put each one up on the screen. My follicle stimulating hormone, great range. My luteinizing hormone, fantastic range. Estradiol, I hope I'm saying that right, 42, and prolactin, 12.3, a great range. So essentially, my hormones are doing great. My hormones are in check. Now let's say that one of these were off, right? Then I would have a consultation with one of their clinical specialists, and they would recommend perhaps more specific tests for me to get done. The last and final test I'll share with you was my Thyroid Plus test. So with this thyroid test, I'll be sharing my TSH, my FT4, my TPEX, and my TGAB or my TGAB. So let's start with my TSH level, and it is a 2.9, a very normal and healthy range. My FT4 level is 1.28, also a normal range. My anti-thyroid peroxidase antibodies, or my TPEX, is at 15 IU, also considered normal. And my TGAB, or my TGAB, my anti-thyroglobulin antibodies, is at 45 IU. So as you can see from these results today, I had amazing blood lab results, and the only two things that came out above average were my zinc and my HDL, which I don't consider to be problematic at all. If anything, I think, you know, to some doctors, like Dr. Garced, these can be considered normal range. And according to the clinical team at Let's Get Checked, nothing to worry about. So those were my blood lab results today. I hope you appreciate that I was able to go through them one by one with you. And some of you might not know what any of these numbers mean, but I think that's why when you get these lab results from Let's Get Checked and they actually share with you that they're green and in a normal range, or maybe they're yellow and hey, take a deeper look into this, it can be really helpful for the average person who just wants to see, hey, am I in a good range? Do I need to check this out further? It gives you a roadmap on whether or not you need to, you know, take something further for yourself. Essentially, what these home tests from Let's Get Checked do is they give you biomarkers or a roadmap to let you know if you need to investigate something further. From all of the results I received today, I'm feeling so happy and healthy. And according to these tests today, there's no big drastic changes I need to make in my lifestyle. I simply need to continue living healthfully. One last thing I'd like to share with you is that I do supplement on a regular basis. Now, I know I've talked about this multiple times on my channel, but I do believe supplementation is important, especially for things like vitamin B12 and vitamin D3. Now, many of you know I'm a raw vegan and I eat one of the cleanest diets possible. I drink green juice every day, I'm eating fruits and smoothies, and I do big salads for dinner. All of that is amazing, and I grow my own food. And I still supplement to cover any bases that might not be covered for whatever reason. I simply want to live healthy and to feel this within every fiber of my being. It's not about ego here, it's simply about living as an example for myself and others to show that, hey, if you want to live a certain way, there's a way to do it. And for me, getting these results back is proof that what I'm doing is working, because I am not deficient in anything. I am not deficient in anything. I have a very, very healthy body. I take very good care of myself, and I'm so proud of this. I know some of you will probably also want to ask me about what supplements I'm taking. I've actually created a whole blog post for you on my website with all of my recommendations, a whole list of recommendations for you. So be sure to check that out in the description below as well. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. If you have liked it, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button because there is only more to come. And if you are on your journey and if you find this video has been helpful to you, please be sure to share it with those who might be questioning this lifestyle as well. Share it with your loved ones and be like, look, here's this girl who's been a raw vegan for 17 years and she's doing it. She's living healthfully. Share this with them. If you're interested in getting your own blood lab tests done, especially from the comfort of your home, please check out Let's Get Checked and use their 25% off discount code FullyRaw25. I've included that link below for you in the description as well, and enjoy. All right, my friends, I feel like there's so much more I still want to say about this topic, and it's impossible to fit it into one video, so I hope I was able to really get my main points across in this video today. Ultimately, I think many of you just wanted to see my blood lab results, so I'm happy to share those with you. I'll be sharing more in the future. I just want to say thank you for being here with me. Thank you for being a part of this journey. I am so honored to share this with you. I can't wait to see you all in my next video. Sending you all my hugs and my love. Bye.